Hello, hello, hello. It is the finale on my channel. Oh man, so much to talk about today. Much to talk about today. Just saw a classic. I call it classic. A classic bubble jump. Oh yes, Arsenal has bottled it. And before we talk about that, we'll big up to Mark Swift, my boy, my dog, from the early days, has always watched the show and been a big supporter. Big up, Mark. Todd Spur, big up, big up. Oh man, Shane B in the house. Carl is in the house. Oh man, woo! It's gonna be a fun night tonight, and bottled. So for you 15 who's already in here, I'm gonna probably play this video all throughout the night. Let me play this video. Hard times for our neighbors, the scum that they are. Arsenal loses 4-1. Oh, the last goal was beautiful. Harlan just took down his hair, his blonde, flowing Fabio hair, and scored a beautiful goal. Oh man, oh, I feel better from after Sunday's debacle. Oh, I feel so much better. Still mad, still angry, but man, oh, this feels good. This feels good. Took a little peek at EFTV. Took a little peek at Lee Gunner. Took a little peek at Troops, and it's just all tears and oh, yeah. They're the best season than us. You know, their future looks better than us, but they're not winning the title. Blue Moon, you saw me standing alone. Yes, 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 yes. And tonight I want to give a much big ups as I end one journey, but I go to a wonderful new journey. Um, Big up NJ, big up my brother, big up Easy. Keep up the good work. Yes, yes, and I'm excited. Just joining Tottenham away. If you guys didn't know, I'll be joining Tottenham away. There's some awesome content, some awesome guests. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Um, Chris is in the house. Big up. Thank you for all the support. It's always been support. Scott, a big up to you. My boy Luca. Luca, why the finale? Luca, it's very hard to run a channel by yourself, but it's gonna be easier joining a group, and I will be joining Tottenham Away officially after this show. They're jumping on board. They're just ending their show, but I will be joining Tottenham Away, guys. It's much easier for me. But I'll be streaming from here, be streaming from Mexico, streaming from all around the world, and some good things are coming up. But big up, Luca. Big up. Max. Big up. Max Friesen. Leighton. Big man. Big up, man. Thank you for the love and support. Thank you. Stuart, another one. Thank you for the support, Stuart, who's in the house. Yes. Yes. Thank you and the big up, man. Oh, trust me, we're bringing that love into Tottenham Away. We're bringing that love. Oh, it's gonna be the love out, Joe. It's going to be off the chain. I got some funny segments today, guys. I got some funny segments today. Just waiting for the troops to come. Not that troops, but Spurs troops. The crew. to come on in. We're gonna have surprise guests. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put the link on. So if you guys want to come on, jump on, have your say. It's going to be no order, no plan, no vision, like the Enoch board. Oh man, we're going, we going. It's gonna be spontaneous tonight. Meaning anything can happen. Anything. I can't swear because I'm not at the 10-minute mark, but anything is gonna happen. Jordan Stevens, I've seen him in the streams. He's in the house. Thank you for the love. Knew the Gunners were gonna battle it. Um, they're just not good enough, in regards to City. City does this all the time. It's just like they play around. They get a little hiccup at the beginning of the season, and then once February comes around, after they play us, because for some reason we own City. We own City. For some reason they wake up. They wake up and they get things going. They get things going. They get the ball rolling. For some reason, I do not know. But yeah, I knew it. I knew it was coming. And now there's some receipts that needs to be checked in because they've been talking a lot of trash and St. Tottenham's there. Doesn't matter. They bottled it. So it's good. It's good. Mr. Cousins. The Cousins is also in the house. Big up, big up, big up. I got Michael in the house.
What a lovely sight, Mari.
Let me
Sete.
show you a video. Let me get all the big ups tonight. I don't want to miss one big up because of all this love. We got thank you, Cousins. Thank you for all the love and support. It's been there since day one. Seb, another one. Thank you for the love. It's all RC at Man City. Oh yeah, it's all RC. Yeah. Oh man, I'm loving it. Tonight's it's a perfect night. It's a perfect night. Thank you, City. Thank you. Last City goal looked like a play from the 70s that scored. Yeah, it's a TV show in America called That 70s Show. And one of the guys had that flowing, flockily hair. I thought Fabio scored. Michael. I thought Fabio scored. 4-1. Beautiful. Carl says, Mari man, just going to get it out away. I can't even read. For appreciate. You know what? Galsaray. Turkish club. Mari man, I'm just going to get it out the way, man. Cheers for the challenge, man. Some great nights on Love Lounge. Good luck with Tottenham away. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Stuart, we're all getting Mari's heart on. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
See what I got later going on. Okay. Oh man. What's happening, Mari? I will be joining Tottenham away officially after this show. I will be joining Tottenham away. So all crazy, all after. It's going to be there. Don't worry. We're bringing that love. We're bringing that Spurs love to some stuff I got planned. Keep you guys entertained and a lot of football content. Audio, my boy. Evening, bruv. Thank you for the love, my bruv. Audio, another supporter from day one. Yep. Or we still get them on. Plenty of love, Stuart. Trust me, plenty of love. I'm bringing this. I'm bringing the humor. I'm bringing the laughter. We need it. Oh man, Mike, thank you. Yep, thank you, brother, Mike. You're gonna see me on the big channel, on the mothership. That is Tottenham away. Carl, special shout out to Chelsea as well. Oh yeah, they lost. They were losing 2-0.
They lost 2-0 to Brentford at home.
Yeah. Did West Ham lose too?
Sorry again. Come again.
Did West Ham? I think they lose it.
West Ham lost. Yeah, West Ham lost to Liverpool 2-1. So and Brighton lost today too.
Michael Zito, big up. I've seen him on the streams. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the love, Daniel. Another one who's been supportive One love, big up, big up. Bob, I know he's coming on. He says, I'll try, jump on, get in, mate. Yep. Oh, thank you, brother. Thank you. I cannot do this last show on my channel without Bob. We have the Bob Spur question of the night, guys, later on. It's going to be good. Well said, well said. Tony, oh, my brother. Brother Tony, thank you for the support. Enoch out. My brother, man. Thank you. Thank you. Bob Jett is going to come on the show. Bobby K. Thank you, Bobby, for the support. Thank you for the love. Oh, man, thank you. Oh, man. Favorite people coming on tonight. Oh, I'm happy. I'm happy. Terry, a woman on the shows, please. Oh man, we're gonna try. We're gonna try. I called some of my sisters used to come in the show. They may not make it tonight, but I'm gonna get some sisters coming on. I'm hoping. I'm hoping. I'm hoping I could get Abby Summers on my show. It could be. She's been liking my tweets. She's been liking my tweets. I got proof. She's been liking my tweets, and she's hardcore Enoch out. I'm telling you, she's coming. She's coming. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man, I'm telling you, tonight's gonna be wild. Jacob, oh man, good luck, dude. Oh, thank you, brother. Thank you, brother Jacob. Man, with that lock flowing hair, did you like Holland's hair? Remind me of your hair, Jacob. Just hairy, man. Just that flowing hair after he scored 4-1 on Arsenal. And guys, let me have the top G14. Is it like Top Gun? That's the name. Top G14. Sue with the Ronaldo. Thank you, brother. Oh, it can't be a show without Bryce. Bryce, Mari, have you got Queen coming on? Oh man, no, rest in peace. But I may have a replacement. Waiting for you. This would not be. It would not be a finale without Bryce. Oh yeah. I enjoyed the fact his record brain was free flowing locks. Oh, the free flowing man. I'm trying to get that, but it's just an afro. I'm trying to get that free flowing locks, man. I'm jealous of it. I'm jealous of it. Let me play this video and get your opinion, Michael. Let me play this video. Let me remove this. Bottled. Here we go. Almost feel sad. Not. Not feel sad. Michael, instant reaction to 4-1 City over Arsenal. Was it? It was bound to happen.
I was absolutely certain that they are going to lose that game. I was 100% sure. I am shameless today. I am absolutely shameless. Listen, we as Spurs fans have just been through probably like the worst 48 hours of this club's, maybe not this club's history, but in recent years definitely, right? So today I will enjoy it. I will bloody enjoy it. And as I said, I'm shameless. They got absolutely spanked by City. The one goal they scored was like a lucky rebound that ended up at Holding's feet, right? But other than that, and maybe 3 minutes in the first half, City had this game in complete and utter control.
Yeah.
Nothing. They achieved nothing, right? This game was the definition of men versus boys. Like if you want to look at like the dictionary definition of that term, you look at that game, right? I am absolutely serious today, right? And listen, I even on Steph's show, I even went in a little bit harder, right? Because right now Arsenal is sitting at 75 points, right? If they don't score more than 86 points this season, that means they have done worse than the Pochettino team from 16-17 17 season, which they were so happy to call a bunch of bottle jobs, right? So all I'm going to say is in the 15-16 season and 16-17 season, our team that was younger than yours wasn't at the first place, right? And you were so happy to call them bottle jobs. So listen, if you bottle this title, and I am 100% sure you will, we are coming for you. We are going to be shameless as Spurs fans, right? I don't care. We are going to be shameless, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that Brighton's loss actually officially got them into the Champions League. And so they said, well, it's a good news for them. Nah, they're crying. They're crying tonight. They lost the league tonight. And I know you have to play, you got to play the games, but does anybody think with 2 games at hand, do you really think City is not going to finish it off?
Of course they are. I am like I honestly, there is one thing I kind of dread a bit, is that they are going to achieve the triple. You know, they are going to forge 3 trophies in my opinion. Like
Yeah.
I don't see Real Madrid stopping them. I think they will win the league, not by many points, right? By maybe 3 to 4 points. I don't think they will win every single game until the end of the season, right? And against United's defense is in shambles. Both of their best centre backs are injured, right? So I see them winning the FA Cup too, right? So for me, it's a treble. It's a treble for me.
Big up, Oliver. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the love, guys. And you're gonna see continue seeing that love at on Tottenham away. Going back to Lucas, I'm a little worried about Brighton's loss. Hope they don't go on a losing run. Don't want that 7th spot. I honestly do not care about going into Europe. I predicted we're gonna finish 8th, but I would work. I don't think. I don't think other than the Leeds game, and Leeds may need it. I don't know if we're gonna win a game. I don't see it. Mason bounce.
Nah, I I think we are going to lose to United. I think it will be a bit closer than many people think, because like United aren't in a great form either, right? So I don't think it will be like a drubbing, 4-0 or whatever, right? I am really fearful of going to Anfield. I think Liverpool are absolutely smelling blood right now, and they want to qualify at least to Europe, and even if they want to try to qualify to Champions League, right? So I am dreading going to Anfield. I think Villa, they aren't like the greatest team out there, but they are consistent. They are dangerous, right? They are a well-oiled, well-organized machine, and Unai Emery has been doing an absolutely like great work with them. I think we can win Leeds, and I think we can win Palace. And I think just because we are playing at home, I think we are going to win or at least draw against Brentford, right? So for me, there are some points to be gained until the end of the season, but it's not going to be like 15 or something crazy like that, right? Maybe 7,
Yeah.
maybe 8 or 8. We can get 8, right? But I mean we can, but I don't see it happen, right? 2 wins, 1 loss. Sorry, 2 wins, 1 draw, 3 losses. That's I think what I'm going to predict, right?
Michael, you going for Big Cool? Big Cooper's job?
Yeah, like honestly, I have a lot of free time recently. I'm in the last semester of my university, right? So other than writing my thesis, I pretty much don't have much to do. Of course, I'm going to start working when I finish studying, but up until then, I'm using the time whenever I can, right? Also, my girlfriend just went to her family home for a week, so I'm alone in the house. So I don't have to bother with being loud in the evening or whatever, right? I can do whatever the fuck I want. So yeah, I'm going to use that time well. I love speaking to Spurs fans, right? We share a lot of like common topics with each other, right? So why not? Why not?
Oh man, no, it's we have a lot to talk about, so it's easy to jump on streams, especially if you don't have nothing to do, and it's just no, it's good. With your insight, love it. I love your insight, and I think it's much appreciative. And you might even have your own channel, Michael. I mean, no, it's much needed and stuff, and so it's always good to get a different perspective, and especially come from Eastern Europe, it, I've strange enough I've watched a lot more Eastern Europe the games from because don't want to say my VPN, but so I've been able to just watch a lot of different games, even the Turkish league and stuff. So it's good. It's actually um, some news I'm going to announce going into Tottenham away because
Mhm.
I will tell you guys this: there's a whole lot of footballs out there. A lot of South American football. Um, we talk about that, like non-Tottenham um, uh, um, um, content. Talk about South American football. Talk about more of Serie A. Talk more about La Liga. Yesterday, you got MLS Loney scoring 4 goals on Real Madrid for Corona. That's huge news. So I love the game, and so I mean I've even watched some of the A League.
Yeah.
Fox Sports they show some of the A League games and stuff. So I know big up to Bryce, he and Shane B, Australian. I wonder if they support a team in the A League, the Australia League. But yeah. So as I still wait for the guys to come, oh yeah, I saw myself up there. Um, Champions League, yeah. I saw the game last night. Tigres, and they played Orlando. Actually, I went to the game, the Orlando Tigres game, and so um, now I've been to some Galatasaray. Galatasaray. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce this one, but
Actually, the person spelled the team's name wrong. It's Fenerbahce, as far as I remember. It should be
oh,
like,
you spelled it wrong. Thank you. You spelled it wrong. You spelled it wrong.
or I'm talking shit. As far as I remember, it's spelled differently, right? But that that doesn't matter, right? I mean, thank you for your kind words, Mario. Right? With what you said about my opinions, that just means that I'm not talking shit, which I'm really proud of. Because so sometimes you can just come on shows and talk absolute like rubbish, right? And the host has to listen to you because like they have to be nice, right? But at least from what I'm gathering, like info from different people, I'm not really talking that much shit, right? So yeah, it's honestly the main reason why I started supporting Spurs is because first of all, the football in my country is absolutely dog shit. So why would I watch some like measly Polish teams when I can watch something better, right? And my brother is supporting Chelsea, so I decided to pick Spurs, right? And that's how I ended here, right? It was 4 years ago when I picked Spurs, 5 years ago, sorry. And here I am, right, talking with other Spurs fans from around the world about our beloved club, right? And as you often say, it's you just choose your club. You don't even know how it happens necessarily, and you stay with them until the end of your life, right? So
Yeah,
I'm proud to be a Spurs fan, right? Even though like recently it's sometimes been a bit tough, right, to be a Spurs fan.
yeah. I'm stuck. Yeah, we're stuck with Spurs. I mean, I'm stuck with them for life. There's just nothing I can. There's nothing I can do about it. Big up to Jacob. Yeah, the game's tonight. It's going to be. Gosh, I should know this. Philadelphia versus LA LAFC. Yeah, tonight. Champions League. CONCACAF, which is interesting because in a couple of years, in 2 years, CONCACAF is going to have a competition with the Combo Copa Libertadores, a 4-team tournament. So you talk about super leagues and all these leagues coming up. But let me show you guys this video. No, this poster. I want to promote this throughout the night. This is what's going to hopefully happen. We see this banner. Let me show it. Me out. Enough is enough.
Yeah.
All right, Levy out. Enough is enough. It has hijacked every Tottenham official Spurs
Yeah,
tweet. If you look at the tweets that Spurs have put the last couple of days, it's nothing but this poster, which is good. Michael, I have never seen a more united front. The only difference is it a lot of hearsay, or is there going to be action? Is that building going to be toxic? Because as Abby Summers says it, the PR spin has been on overdrive. They are
yeah,
trying to make this the N17 less toxic outside the building and inside the building. I don't know if it's going to work. I think people are really fed up with me. Michael, your opinion?
yeah. They just, for me, when I look at what they are doing, it just, sometimes when you watch like something on National Geographic or whatever, right, and you see an animal hunting its prey, right, and the prey is like trying its most dirtiest tricks to to save its life. That's how it looks for me, right? They are trying their absolute like hardest not to fall, right? You can see that they are absolutely like panicking. The whole thing with returning the money for the tickets, right? It's right that they are doing it, right? I absolutely think they should return the money for the tickets, right? Not only that, they should return the money for the travel arrangements, right? Because people pay twice more as they paid for tickets to travel up to Newcastle, right? That's right that it's happening, right? But it wouldn't have happened if the situation wasn't as toxic, right? The whole, like, fan base association, whatever, the fab thing, right, that they posted in on Tuesday, I think, or on Monday. That's also
Yeah,
a PR spin, right? They are trying their absolute hardest not to fall flat on their face. And I think, like, enough is enough. People reach their breaking points, right? It has been spoken often about, like, reaching breaking points, right? Certain people had their breaking points like 14 years ago, like Brian Daigle, right? He's often saying that he's been Levy out for 14 years, right? Stelios has been Levy out for like 10 years or even more, right? And other people have reached their breaking points long time ago. Some people haven't yet, right? But the way this season went, many people reached their breaking point, and you can see it, right? As you said, this poster has absolutely like flooded everything that Spurs put out, and to the point where I think they posted some promo for the tomorrow's match, right? And they didn't post it on Twitter. They only posted it on Instagram, because there you can't post the images in the comments, right? There was no
yeah,
Twitter posts where every single game is like posted on Twitter. It wasn't on today, right? So yeah, and I think it's brilliant how the movement like picked up, right? And also I think many people like understand that even if the protest doesn't end in Levy selling the club, right, it is important to voice your discontent. It is important to show that you are not happy and not accepting of whatever is happening with this club, right? This
yeah,
shit show has to stop. However it stops, this shit show has to stop, right? And we have to show as a fan base collectively that we are not happy with it, right? As fans from abroad, fans from overseas, right? We have to show it in different ways than people there in England, right? We can't go to the protest, but we can, organize live shows like yours, right? And talk about it. We can post on Twitter. We can, support the cause. We can, spread the information, whatever, right? We have to do something. It's in our hands, it's in fans' hands to do something about it, right? Because otherwise they are going to destroy this club eventually, right?
yeah. No, definitely, and it's you know you know you see some of the people who are moderate in regards to Levy, or those who are maybe Levy in. Um, they are singing a new tune. A lot of them are now, Levy out. Um, yesterday, no, not yet. Yeah, today I was watching before I went to Real Time TV. It was like a merge with Last Words on Spurs and Real Time TV. And you're hearing the guys say, Levy out. They're giving a big up to Stell and Brian Daigle, say, hey, Go to the protest, guys. Go. And so we have all this talk. We have everybody flooding. Levy out. Levy out. Levy out. Levy out. Levy out. Now the true test is tomorrow. Tomorrow, will the people show up? Will people talk the talk? And now you got to walk the walk. Right? This is the time you got to. If you're going to the game, okay, leave the 61st minute. Scream Levy out. Matter of fact, you can't sing He's Magic, about Poch because it seems that they're going to announce tomorrow him being the new Chelsea coach. So it has to be toxic. Not toxic, dangerous, but toxic in the sense it moves the feathers of the board. The boards have already started. You just jumped on this whole PR spin the last 2 days, and the encouraging news is that no one's buying it. The Abby Summers to Crackers, no one's buying it. Everybody's just saying, even I was watching Irish earlier today. It's just no one is buying. No one is buying the PR spin, and so Thursday has to be crazy. It has to be nuts.
Yeah. Just want to start off by saying big up everyone in the chat. Stuart saying hello, Gaguma, Shane Beam, and the others. Big up to all of you. Second of all, we've got Super Mick Arteta. City. I'm loving it. I'm loving the capitulation over there in South London. Oh yeah. I don't want to hear any of it. I got told under Pochettino, when we said to them, look, we're a young team. When we said to them, it's progress. When we said to them, we're improving. When we said to them, we're challenging. We've never challenged before. They didn't want to hear it. Well, guess what? Now you're challenging. Now you've got a young team. Now you're progressing. I don't want to hear it. It works both ways, you frauds. So get out of here, Arsenal. Go kiss my ass. But to your question, Murray, listen, man. Brian Daigle and I have been the most vocal, I think, YouTubers about ENIC out Levy out. I've had unbelievable abuse from some people for being Levy out, ENIC out. I've had unbelievable hate sent my way. One guy in particular, I'll call him out, Paddy Hartnett. He cancelled our channel because a year ago I said the fans are the problem. He took offense to it. He got all up himself, wanted to go all over Twitter, tell the world, this Stelios is blaming the fans, this, that. Listen, my man, if you don't like the opinion, block me. If you can't handle what I'm saying, don't listen to it. But he went off on one. Then it got a bit personal. Then it got silly. At the end of the day, whatever his issue is with me, it all began because I was Levy out. And the channel that he loved the most, the Cheese Room, was ENIC in, Levy in. All of the shit, a lot of it that I've had to go through, and I'm not going to say I'm innocent, by the way, because I've given back as good as I've got. A lot of it all stems from Levy out, ENIC out. Guess what? Now everyone's come round to this way of thinking. Now everyone's saying Levy out, ENIC out. Just remember, Brian Daigle and Stelios Triteos, we have been saying this for 5 years and we have been banging the drum. All the debates, all the arguments, everything. Look where we are now. So for me, absolutely, I'm happy because I've been saying this for so freaking long, Murray. I'm happy because the fan base has now woken up to it and they can see it for what it is. And all them protesters that got abused, that got memed, that had videos made about them, that had nothing but grief sent their way. Well, guess what? Those people that everyone called stupid, turns out they're the smartest people in the club because they were saying it for God knows how long. I pray to God tomorrow the fan base sends a message like they've never sent before to Levy, to ENIC and this board. I hope they get the hell out of this club. I don't want them anywhere near this club. I can't stand what they've done to Tottenham. I can't stand what the club's become. I know this club going back 30 years, what it was like. The good, the bad, and the ugly. But one thing we never did was lose our soul. Our soul has gone. They have torn the life out of Tottenham. There's no statues. There's no name of the stadium on the stadium. There's no remembrance of the glory years, of the glorious moments anywhere in the stadium. None of it. There's no recollection of our past. Why Tottenham was a big club. There's no history when you go to Tottenham anymore. And they've diminished it. They've torn the life out of it. Never should red ever be allowed on the kit of Tottenham. We've accepted red now. We've accepted our arch rivals' colours on our kit. It's all these small things. It's unacceptable. And when you add it all up, it's no wonder the team is shit. It's no wonder the team is crap, because the soul of the club has gone. Now, I hope fans voice their opinions tomorrow. If you go to Tottenham tomorrow and you don't want to boycott, you don't want to protest, you don't want to get involved, that's fine. Go and watch the game. If you are going to protest, if you are going to make noise, make as much noise as possible. And yes, make it toxic. Let's make it toxic. You can still support the team. I'm going to cheer Tottenham if they score. I'm going to sing "Come On You Spurs," but I'm going to support my team, but not the regime. And the regime tomorrow, they are going to get it. Not physically, but they're going to get it verbally, and it's going to be very loud in front of Sky Sports, in front of everyone watching from your TV sets, on the radio, or if you're there. I hope we get a big protest before the game. I hope we get an even bigger one inside the stadium. And God help them if we get spanked. That's all I'm going to say on it. Let's bring it.
Well, let me show you guys something. And I saw this and I was just like, wow. And I had to make a video. But we went from El Saxo classic game to El Saxo. We needed tomorrow to be El Saxo. Tomorrow. That's the next time. Just back to them. Very confident. Next Sunday, next streaming of Winning Boosters. Always Daniel. From that time, from El Sacudo to El Taxico, this is what has happened. And we don't know what may happen over the weekend, because if we get pumped, who knows? Mason might just leave. but it's unbelievable to think about it. From El Sacudo, right, to El Taxico, this is what has happened. I mean, it's unbelievable. It is pure incompetence. Mike?
Man, like I think the worst part for me is what Stelios mentioned about them sucking the soul out of the club, right? I mentioned Polish football, right, and why I don't watch it, right? But the city I'm from has a really big speedway team in Poland. Our Polish league is one of the biggest in the world, right? And I used to go to Speedway pretty much every single week, right? Every single week that my team played, I was there, right? And we have one of the bigger stadiums in Europe, right? And this stadium is named after the one of our greatest coaches, right? There is a plaza of the best players with with their signatures, remembering them, right? The stands are called after the players, right? It just oozes with history, right? When I was a kid, and I was, what was it, 11, I think, when I went to my first Speedway match, right? And our team back then was fighting for the title, right? Right now it's a bit shit, right? But back then we were fighting for a title. I walked in there and I saw everything named after the legends of my club, right? Of the Speedway club. And with Spurs, as Iggy, Stelios, and all the match goers that are going to the stadium, right? As they always say, this club has no soul right now, and they are trying their damn hardest to kill the soul of this club, kill the legacy fans, how they call it, right? That's the biggest, other than footballing decisions, that's the biggest sin that they committed, right? That's the biggest sin that they committed, trying to kill kill the soul of the team, right? We can talk about the footballing decisions, not buying center backs, letting the team rot, all this stuff with coaches, right? But as soon as you attack the community, you attack, us as fans. Do you remember, like 1 year ago, they tried to get rid of the Elite Army chant, right? Because it was offensive or something, right? It's part of our history. It's part of our club, right? I have not a single drop of Jewish blood in my bloodstream, right? But I sing Elite Army with proudness, right? Because I am part of Tottenham, right? I am the fan of this club, right? So attacking the fan base, attacking the soul of this club, attacking us, we make this club, right? That's the biggest sin for me. That's the biggest thing that, like, I realized when talking with Iggy, when talking with Stelios, when talking with Ben, Sim, you, Mari, Will, other people, right? That the soul of the club is being slowly, torn to pieces, ripped apart, right? That's the biggest, like, sin for me. So that this is the reason why we need to protest. This is the reason why we need to voice our discontent. We need to show them that we are not going to accept this, right? That's it, right? We are Tottenham Hotspur, not some lily white Hurricanes or whatever, right? With all due respect to American teams and their names, right? Because sometimes they are a bit funny, right? But we are Tottenham Hotspur, not some some random team playing in London, right?
Iggy has jumped into the house. Before I have Iggy talk about El
Spot
Toxico,
on, Michael. Spot on.
Before I have him talk about El Toxico tomorrow, Iggy, I'm gonna put a smile on your face.
Perfect.
Without the music, because I found a free YouTube. I forgot what it's called. So we don't have to worry about being demonetized. But I said, fuck it, today on my channel, I'm going out with bags. So I'm paying anything. So
shut it down.
We'll have improved, I can't even say the word, songs that like all have are protected and you can play on YouTube. I found the site, $10.99 a month. So yeah. But your thoughts on the bottle job and also about El Toxico tomorrow.
Big up to you guys. Big up to everyone in the chat. All right, tonight, honestly, even at 4-1, the score was really flattering to Arsenal because honestly, I saw the game and it could have been a lot more. Haaland could have easily have had a hat trick, easily. If it wasn't for the goalkeeper Ramsey. It was the centre backs tonight were super weak for Arsenal, super weak. The Saliba absence actually was bigger than what I first thought would be. I thought they'd be able to, one player can't make all that difference, but certainly in this case, perhaps. But this also goes down to the size of the squad. I say it when teams like Arsenal, and we're pretty much in that same sort of scenario, as in if we miss one or two first teamers, you're in trouble because the squad simply isn't.
No, I don't want to hear it, Iggy. I don't want to hear it.
No. I'm telling you what I saw. But I'll say what.
And we had no squad. We had no sympathy from anyone.
No, I'm saying, but I didn't agree with that. I didn't agree with that statement when they were making it about us. I said because we don't have a squad.
So we need to give it back now. We need to give it back.
You can do whatever you like. I'm only going by what I saw, and look, tonight, honestly, there was no match. There was no match in the sense of the Man City's superiority was far than Arsenal's. And like I said, a 4-1 is actually a flattering score. It could have been 6 and 7s. And that's regarding that game. And obviously now the momentum is completely shifted to Man City, and it's theirs now to lose. Having said that, we move on to what the old Toxico, as Marmy, well, as you can see the banner, El Toxico. What can we say about this match here? I have the same way as I went into the Newcastle game. I have zero expectations as to regards to the result and probably even the way we're playing. There are no expectations. I was the same against Brighton. I was the same against Bournemouth. Zero expectations, and I'm going into this game with the same amount. Of course, I always want Tottenham to win against anybody that they're playing in the Premier League. Of course, I do, but I'm going in with that level of expectation. Of course, we all know that if the same thing happens here as it did last season, Daniel Levy will be just in the mud as he was last season, this season, if not worse. And ain't it funny though how football works sometimes? When you think about it, this time last year we lose 3-0, 3-0 at home, and the fans turn on Levy. We want Levy out. Tomorrow against Man United again, one season later, the same thing can happen, but worse. Last year, he delivered us Conte on the back of that to take the heat off himself after he refused us in the summer. Pochettino hasn't officially signed for Chelsea as yet. So
But he
he
will.
can still, to a certain extent, maybe not to the same level as Conte, can get himself at least a little bit out of the mud if he appoints him, should we lose tomorrow against Man
Come
United.
on now, Poch ain't coming
Honest-
Spurs again.
honest-
Can he pull that?
honestly,
Same, what I'm trying to say,
This-
can he
Iggy.
pull that? Can he pull that same trick out of the bag again, and fans fall for it? Question mark. This is something I want to ask you guys.
Iggy, honestly, if I were Pochettino, right, and
I
I
think you're
was
deluded.
I was patiently I was patiently waiting
Sorry,
for
to
Daniel
answer
Levy and
Stuart's
Tottenham to
question,
call
yes,
me,
I
right?
did.
Yeah, so if I was Pochettino, I was patiently waiting for Daniel Levy and Tottenham to call me, right? For almost like, what is it, a year, right? And I was waiting and waiting and waiting. And then I watched the game. So Tottenham gets slapped. And so Daniel Levy on my mobile phone, I would tell him to swivel on it, right? That's enough. Even
But you're talking like a fan, Michael. You're talking like a fan.
Pochettino is a fan of our club, right? He said
Yeah,
it
but
plenty
he's
of
also
times, right?
professional, man. He's
Yeah,
also professional.
But
Come on.
it's not like he has no job offers, right? He's pretty much in the Chelsea job, right? So I wouldn't like there is like a certain like honor and and self-respect, I think, that he should hold himself up to, right? I think he literally should tell Daniel Levy to swivel on it, and imagine how much impact it would have had, right? Because as you said, Iggy, he can pull the same card that he did last year, right? We were all up in arms, we Levy out,
Yeah.
going at him,
Yep,
right?
yep.
And he delivered us Conte. Imagine if he tries to do the same thing and Pochettino tells him to F off, right?
I agree. There's that,
Imagine
but
that impact, right?
there's a connection as well, though, between as well as I agree with what you're saying. By the way, I also think there's the other side to it where there's that emotional affiliation between the fans and Pochettino and vice versa. And perhaps if he was, I'm not saying he's going to sign, guys. I'm not saying it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that there could be a scenario where that could present itself.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not saying it's a very
Hijack,
unlikely one, but it's still there because he hasn't officially signed for
Yeah.
Chelsea. To answer Stuart, yeah, I was watching the match and not on, but tonight was a fan show which Stel was doing. Something to show that he does with the fans, so it didn't involve me directly. So, but I had it on the background whilst I was watching the Arsenal game, so it's all good, Stuart.
No, I thought about that. I said, wouldn't it be funny if Levy hijacks the deal? So, if some people say tomorrow, some people say
If
this
he's
weekend.
desperate enough, Mari, you know he will do that, right? You know he will do
try
that.
to do it.
He will do
Oh, yeah.
that because he's desperate, man. And that's when you know, if we do try to hijack, you know that he's seriously desperate. Look how desperate he's been, Mari, with the statement that's come out, with the players ready to endorse the £30 ticket for the Newcastle game, even though they spent a lot more going up there. The whole taking away the 2 points, saying it was a system error, that will go back. The lower 2 points will go back to those who attended the game. All the social media, getting the fans involved, inviting them to get on the board. All this stuff, it's all act of desperation. The timing of everything, it's all desperate act. It's all desperate. He is in trouble and he knows it. So don't be surprised if he tries to hijack that Pochettino deal, because which other manager is going to appease the fans and get them off his back? Only someone like Pochettino. Perhaps it won't be for all the fans. It won't make every fan happy. But who else? Nagelsmann, Arne Slot. Who is it going to be? It has to be someone where everyone goes, "Wow, Levy's really done it this time." Pressure off. That's the bottom line of it. So, don't be shocked if we appoint a manager of this caliber before the end of the season, because it's an act of desperation. It's not an act of planning, vision. There's none of that going on, because none of that was happened when we signed Conte. When we got Conte, there was no sign of what we had in mind with him coming on board. What the plan was, what players we're going to get in. That was all an act of complete and utter panic, because what followed was the demonstration of that, because we gave him nothing in the sense of what he wanted, what perhaps they had agreed upon, because 15 months down the line, Conte was gone. Here we are yet again. Now with the full Tottenham away is in the house. Minus Will, of course, but we were there here. But that was no plan. There was no vision. It was just act of desperation. So whoever comes in now, I don't want it to be as an act of desperation, something that I feel that it would be, because I want the next manager that comes in has to be one that we've chosen because we believe in what he's going to bring to the club, and there's a vision and plan to go along with that. That's what I would like to see, but I know I'm not going to get that. Back to you, Mari.
Back to JP's in the house. JP,
Hey man, I just thought I'd come and
drink them tears. Look, they're right here. I've got a glass full of them.
Ass men, just their heads down in dejection. Oh, how are you, JP?
there you go. I come prepared, man. I come prepared.
JP, I will let you be the first for our first game tonight, our first segment tonight.
Damn, let's do it.
You get to give the over or the under.
Okay.
Here we go.
Let's do it.
All right. Over and under. All right. JP. Over and under. Tottenham hires a manager in that's 70 games. In 70 days. Look at that. I made a mistake. In 70 days. That's an error. Remove games. 70 days. JP. It's already been
Higher. Higher.
All right, so higher than 70.
I say higher than 70.
Higher than 70 days. And who out of these four do you think they would get? Or if that person's not there? I know they put company in, but I think he's a long shot.
If anyone, I would say, if we're going to wait that long, it could be that lovely smiling JP looking person in the middle. Because I think obviously we've got to wait for Scott. What's his name? Scott Munn. To come in.
Scott Scott got the job.
Well, we've got to wait for him to kind of get in the door, right? And then God knows if he's going to then look for another director of football or what road they're going to take. So that's going to take a little while. And then by then, obviously, Feyenoord season would have been finished. Hopefully, he can then say his goodbyes. And I mean, he's the person I would like, to be honest with you. Nagelsmann, yes, you'd absolutely love him, and you'd probably bite your hand off for him. But again, I saw some comments yesterday about him wanting some guarantees, right? I want to be able to be guaranteed that I can pick players. So that was me yesterday. That was me yesterday going, nah, bro,
Bye-bye.
he's at the job. he's like an X on my list.
We're getting
And-
Rodgers, man. We're getting Brendan Rodgers.
I'm coming to it, Iggy. I'm coming to it. So obviously with Luis Enrique, I think like that's just dreamland. No point getting a manager like him and not funding him. And can you imagine him with Dyer and Emerson and players like that? You know, he'll be trying to say to him, look, control the ball. Control the ball. Control the ball. Højbjerg, can you pass the person to the guy with the same colour kit as you? I've kind of written him off. I don't think Luis Enrique's kind of like going to be the one. And Brendan Rodgers is probably more than likely to happen, you know, because Levy probably would see him as do you know what? He does play good football and he gets teams playing football and that will help. And he's happy to work with the youngsters. More than likely it'll be him. I'd like it to be Arne Slot. I don't think it'll be the other two.
As long as Rodgers can bring Maddison with him, come on board. Come on board. Bring Maddison with you, though.
JP, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, man.
If we get Brendan Rodgers, how do you think the fans will react?
Well, I think it will be pretty split again, if I'm being honest with you. I think half the fan base, probably like me, would just go, I've had enough of this. This is just absolutely, I'm done with it. And some of the other fans will go, okay, well, let's give it another 2 years, 3 years, see how it goes. After that first year, if he stops playing, like if he can't play the style of football with Dyers and Emersons and all of those, everyone will be calling for his head again. And his head, not Levy's head, his head.
I think, with all due respect to Rodgers, if we appoint him, the fan base should go apeshit crazy. This is an underwhelming appointment for me, and we are in a position of power, in my opinion. We should demand better. I don't know if you guys agree with me, but we should demand Nagelsmann. We should demand Arne Slot. We should demand someone who is really exciting, new to the scene, not Brendan Rodgers. Again, with all due respect to the guy, because I think he often gets more grief than he should. I think he hasn't done bad with the Leicester side, with the money that was available to him, etc., right? But I think we should demand more, and we need more. This team needs more than Brendan Rodgers.
I mean, if he comes in, you're gonna get Kane's gonna be gone. Romero's just won his World Cup. He's saying, "I'm going."
JP, on the Harry Kane thing. JP, on the Harry Kane thing. Which of these managers do you think Kane stays for, if any?
None of them.
I think none of them. Maybe slightly Nagelsmann, if you believe the report, came with a plan. There's A, B, C, D. From my sources, it will take a miracle. Honestly, he doesn't trust the board's leadership and direction. That's a great question. Out of those four, maybe slightly Nicholson, because I don't think he will believe we're playing tiki-taka ball with Luis Enrique. It will have to be a complete makeover of the team. As I think it was Stewart or Luca that said, yeah, imagine Dyer being our PK.
That would be peak.
Yeah. But Michael, I'll go to you. Over under 70 days. Disregard games. I mean, Tottenham hires a manager within 70 days. I think we're about close to 30. So that means
It's
mid-June. Do we hire a
It's-
manager by mid-June?
I think, and I know many people will not agree with me, but I think it's under. And the only reason I think so, is because of the pressure we are going to put on him. Hopefully, we are going to put on him. If he sees that stadium absolutely like toxic as hell, I think this guy reacts whenever he feels threatened, right? So I think it will be under, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's over, of course, right? But I have a slight feeling it will be under.
Okay. So I'll be back. So let's go to Iggy. Under 70 days or over 70 days?
You're muted, Higgs.
Sorry, guys. Over 100% over, and Brendan Rodgers 100%. I don't see the other guys coming. I don't see Slot coming over. Nagelsmann looks like he's going to want assurances, as you guys just alluded to, and I think Enrique's completely out of the running. I don't see that. It has to be a hungry manager, someone that doesn't go over them 18 months, 2 years, because I don't see a manager lasting longer than that. I don't see a manager coming over that's going to be here for the next 5, 6, 7 years. I don't see that at all. Not under these owners. So Rodgers would fit the bill because he won't. After 2 years, he's gone anyway. After 2 years, on the third year, there's always a massive come down. But if Rodgers could bring Madison with him, I'll say it again, if he can bring him over, then it wouldn't be the worst time, because look, how much more worse can we do with manager wise? So if he can, Madison is a player that he obviously likes and plays him regularly. He's one of his, and if there's ever a good time for him to bring him over, it'd be now. So I'll take that. He's not my number one fan. I'm not his number one fan, by the way, with Rodgers. But if someone said to me, look, man, he comes over and he'll definitely bring Madison with him, I'd be like, you know what? Yeah, okay, fine. I can put up with Rodgers for 2 years, because I put up with a lot more worse in the last 20. So what's a couple of more years going to do? Especially with a club that has no real vision for a 5-10 year vision. I'm talking about on the pitch, yeah, guys. Remember when I mentioned about these owners, and I'm talking about them lack of vision, it's purely footballing one I'm referring to, not what goes on in and around the stadium and outside and all the infrastructure and the business, blah 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 blah. I'm talking about the footballing side of things.
Yep.
There is no forward planning, and I think this is going to go on for the next a few more years. Unless something massive happens.
This is what pisses me off, Iggy, and I heard Bob say this a little while ago. This is what Levy's done to us. Really, realistically, obviously with Conte, we should have kicked on and stuff like that. But for whatever reason, let's just say Conte goes. We should be wanting, and as Michael said as well, demanding that best manager there. But realistically, all of us so far have just gone, well, knowing them, it won't be him because of this reason, and it won't be him because of this reason. And it's probably more than likely going to be Rodgers. How shit is that?
It is shit, JP. But when you look at it,
he's done that to us, right?
Yeah, but look at it from their point of view. They've just seen Jose Mourinho come and go. They've seen Pochettino come and go before him. They've seen Antonio Conte come and go after that. What is you got to look at? You got to. I agree with you. I'm agreeing with what you're saying, but you got to also from a selfish point of view and a manager's point of view. In this case, these guys here, forget Rodgers for a minute, but the other three have got to preserve their reputation and say, look, if can I swear, by the way, if I get fucked over the way these other two managers have done so, where does that leave me? I'm talking about if I'm Nagelsmann and Slot. Where does this leave me for the next job?
Yeah, I think there's no if about it, Iggy. If those managers look at it and go, he's fucked Conte over, he's fucked Jose Mourinho over, of course he's gonna fuck me over.
Yeah. I'm reading what they're saying. But it hasn't. It, 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 hasn't with these owners, it's very hard to think ambitious. It's very hard to think of future and planning and all these things that we hear on YouTube. We've been speaking since we started this up in lockdown. What's changed in that time? We were talking about vision, planning, ambition,
Mm.
laying down the foundations to what will one day be a successful side. How can you go on and speaking about this when the people that have the powers to do all of this and to put these into place have none? They need to step aside, hopefully bring some other owners who have that insight, because I'm telling you now, it's not. It doesn't take long. Spurs have the basis of a real structured, really good club. We're one of the richest clubs, top 10 in world football right now.
Yeah.
That everything's in place. It just lacks. It just lacks that little bit of.
And
Well, it sounds repetitive me saying this, but it lacks the ambition and the foresight, and you know what, and the will to actually say, you know what, I want to make Tottenham Hotspur a power. I want us to compete for what everybody wants. I'm not saying we have to win every year. I think I'd be stupid to say, well, I want to win this, but at least be competing, not be out of everything by the time the New Year's come. This is what we don't want as a club.
But that's what I guess, like Brian, Stell, and us who've been to it, Iggy, and go and stand outside that. That's what we're trying to change, right?
Yeah,
And we need all the fans to come and make that change, because we should be pushing him up now.
JP, at the protest,
22
Tottenham
years,
away always
it's been like that.
represents.
It's been like that. It's been like
I
it's
agree.
been
Bob's right. What he's saying.
been stepped on, right?
Subconsciously, they have dictated our ambitions. He's right. What he's saying. Our expectations. He's right. I say
So
that.
rather
I've
than
never accepted it.
allowing that, I mean, I'm not talking
I'm
about
not.
you. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about everyone, right? Rather than allowing that and allowing him to just go, oh, I suppose we'll have to do with Brendan Rodgers because we know he's not going to do this, and because we know he's not going to do that. It's like enough.
JP,
We all have
Tottenham
to
away will always represent.
No, I know. But I'm
At
saying everyone else.
protest, we're there all the time.
Everyone has to get together and not allow us to be suppressed anymore.
If it's not me, it's you, Stell. Sometimes there's three of us, sometimes there's two of us, sometimes there's one of us. Somebody is always there from Tottenham away, represented by the protest line. I know people from all over the world kind of always all be there for. I get that. That's not what this is about. The ones that can make it are there.
There's another 59,990 people that go, right? And it's a call out to all of them, really.
Yeah, but to all the fans that can't make it because they live too far away or they don't live in the UK, promote it. Promote the action.
I agree. Yeah. Everybody's got social media nowadays. Twitter, Facebook. Tag
Nike
right,
into it. Tag AIA, the sponsor. Tag Sky Sports into it. Tag Talk Sport. Tag. Get the traction. Get the movement. You can support that way. You know.
100%. I agree.
That's what I was saying to us the other day. Like, we need to go and stand outside Nike and do exactly the same thing. Go and find AIA's headquarters and go and stand outside there. Do exactly the same thing, and they'll have offices in every single country.
100%. They're a massive insurance company. Huge.
So,
you know what? To the people, sorry, Murray, to the people perhaps who are not clear what they can do, even if you say, look, man, I live in X country. What can I do to help? Get in touch. DM, message, email, whatever, man. Is that we're happy to we're happy to offer any level of guidance, but not just me. Whoever it is that you follow that says that you know that's at the protest. Get in touch with Daigle, get in touch with Stell, get in touch wherever they can help say, look, man, you can do this, and you can. If the willingness is there from your behalf to say, look, I want to get involved, I want to do something, I want to use my social media platform. What can I do to help this movement? Absolutely. Daigle's number one. Stell there, and there's many other people. Ryan, there's so many people you can get in touch with to say, how can I help? And they're all accessible. They're all on social media platforms for you to DM them directly and go from there.
Yep. Always available.
Still, 70 days.
Yeah.
We have a manager.
So you ask. So what's the question, Mari? Sorry, man.
Over under.
How many-
70 days, not games. 70
How many
days.
days? How many days till we get a manager?
We'll do it under 70 days
or
or
over?
over 70 days. We'll appoint a new manager.
When does the clock start?
Well, now.
It already started 30.
Now.
30 few-
When we
Well,
sack the
since
first
Conte
manager.
sacked. Since Conte got sacked.
Oh right, yeah, over.
Oh, so we'll look at July.
I don't
You
think we
by
get
the way,
a new
still,
manager.
you don't get a prize
Yeah.
for this, man. Don't take it so serious.
Stur's got his calculator out and everything.
You know what I mean? When did the clock start? It's like going into Minority Report mode. Like, relax.
Yeah, but like some of us have got a reputation out here to protect it. Some of us have.
Piss off, man.
Who?
Whatever.
What
Whatever.
reputation? What
Whatever.
reputation? You were an Arsenal top.
Anyway, what manager was you say over? Who's the manager? Who's the next Spurs manager?
Do you know what? JP's right. I did wear an Arsenal top, but you know what, JP? I did that to keep my reputation of keeping my word. So it was a double-edged sword. I couldn't win. Anyway, I think over because we've already spent 30 days. We're not going to get anyone for another 5 weeks, so it's easily going to go over, right? Once the season ends, I think Spurs will have a manager in place by the end of June, the latest. I think they will.
Any of those guys that you saw on the pictures?
Listen, I've been saying Arne Slot all along. Look, if you want long term, I think Arne Slot. Short term, I'd go for Nagelsmann. I think we're going to end up with Brendan Rodgers. Forget Enrique. Enrique's not touching Tottenham. Forget Luis Enrique. Forget Enrique.
I want him. I'll settle for him, but I'm going to get that. Bob's right. Bob's right with his comments. He's like, look at the expectation levels.
Everyone's just trodding on us so much, or Levy's trodding on us so much that we just go, we'll make excuses for him and go, it'll be Brendan Rodgers. We know.
Listen, if I'm Nagelsmann, right? Let's think of it logically. Enrique is a joke. The guy's never done well. He had one brilliant period at Barcelona when he had the greatest players in the world. He had the best front three you've ever seen in your life. Everywhere else he's gone, he's not been too good. So forget Enrique. This is a madness. Brendan Rodgers, he's won an FA Cup with a lesser team. So that's what's going to attract the club. They're going to look at it and think, oh, if we can just get that one FA Cup, then we can keep all the fans happy. But we all know if we get Brendan Rodgers, it'll be a disaster, right? He cannot compete with the level of managers in this league. He's not that guy. So really, it's Arne Slot or Nagelsmann. Arne Slot works best the way Tottenham operate. If you look at what he did in at final, the season before he went to final, if you look at what he's done with the resources he's had, he's proven himself to be pretty good. My only concern with Arne Slot is he hasn't had enough big time experience yet. So I'm a bit concerned. He's never ever managed in the Champions League. At least Ten Hag, he's experienced Champions League. He's won multiple titles under his belt.
It's the same as Brendan Rodgers, though, isn't it? Kind of like you're saying Brendan Rodgers can't tackle these top level managers. He's brand new to the league.
But I tell you what, though, we wanted Nagelsmann a couple of years ago. And if you look at what Nagelsmann did with RB Leipzig, when he's in a league that there's only one team, Bayern Munich. Let's be honest. Once in a while, another team might challenge them.
Yeah, Tuchel's doing well.
He did the best he could with what he had. Yeah, Tuchel. Okay, he did the best he could with what he had. At RB Leipzig, he went to Bayern Munich. He won trophies, right, in his first season, and then now he got sacked. And look what's happened. It's been a disaster. But he was doing fine there. I think the problem there was he wasn't scared to challenge the board, and he wasn't scared to just ruffle a few feathers when needed, which worries me because we know Tottenham don't work that way. But if you were to say to me, who's the best manager out of all of them, I'd say Nagelsmann.
The number one choice.
I'd say Nagelsmann. I want Slot because I think he's the best fit for Tottenham. But if Tottenham are prepared to change and they're prepared to adapt, listen, Nagelsmann is young, up and coming. He's got plenty of Champions League experience. He's got plenty of Bundesliga top end experience. If we can get Nagelsmann, then we should get Nagelsmann. But I'm glad that Nagelsmann is saying, I want assurances. I want terms met. If you don't meet what I want, forget it. Because Conte, he should have done that before he joined. Conte should have done that before he joined. So
Exactly.
if Nagelsmann does that and the board do it, I can get on board with it. But they're not going to do that. We know what's happening.
Whatever, man.
Brendan Rodgers is coming. I told everyone, listen, this whole Poch thing, stop. You know, Brendan Rodgers. Listen, I'd love it if Nagelsmann came. Murray, I want Nagelsmann. But realistically, it's going to be Schlott or Brendan Rodgers. And out of the two, I would pick Schlott. That's why I went for Schlott all along. That's why I've said get Arnie Schlott. But listen, Bob makes the best point of all. Just keep Mason here until Levy fucks off. Just keep him here until Levy fucks off.
Mason in.
Hey, look, man, we've been joined by Rocky.
For me,
That's not Rocky. That's not Rocky. That's not Rocky. That's not Rocky.
For me,
This is Rocky.
like,
This is Rocky. This is Rocky.
Yeah, that's Rocky.
for me, my top one target would be Nagelsmann. I would be absolutely ecstatic if we got Nagelsmann. I am really like enjoying the possibility of Arne Slot. I think he would also be brilliant if we brought him in. I like the style of football he plays. I actually watch like some Feyenoord matches this season just because this guy has been linked with us. I think Rodgers is not it for me, although I echo what you guys said that the club will look at him and try to bring him in. Well, who else is there, right? Like Amorim, I'm not against. Glasner, I'm not against, right? But those names have like it died out, right, with those managers. So listen, guys, whoever it is, right, I will support them. I have my preferences, but
You lot are savage, man. Savage.
I just made that. I just made that while I was on the toilet. I have to make something for Mari.
He's probably a gift. He's probably a gift. But I will also give you.
Arsenal. I think Arsenal just been off the toilet as well, Bob.
And we lost Bob in the process.
AFTV and chill. He's probably gone to watch AFTV. I know he is.
How you doing, Bob?
To be fair to Troops, though, after the Southampton game, he went and said, it's done, it's over,
Yeah.
They're not men, they haven't got the minerals. He broke it down. He was the only one that proper called it. He said this would happen today up at Manchester, and a couple of the Arsenal fans around him were like, come on, man, you're being negative. He goes, no, I'm done, you wait and see. So, listen, he's a gooner. Fuck him. He's a gooner, fuck him. But he did call it.
I've seen teams in the past go on to win championships, and they were. He goes, there was something about those teams. He goes, this team
they had
hasn't
men.
got it.
He said they had men.
That's
they had
it,
men in the
that's
team.
it.
He said.
That's it. No, you're right. He said it. He goes, I've seen it. He goes, a lot of the youngsters haven't seen it, but I've seen those. He's old enough to remember those teams. It's true though what he says. You look at it and you're thinking like, well, have we got it in us? Team's not ready, man. Team's not ready.
That's a worse top than our away one, isn't it?
I don't know what's going on there, man.
Yeah. I'm like, what is this? Someone threw up?
What the hell is that? Jeez.
I don't know.
It's like Ziggy Stardust.
Carnival
That's
Park.
got to be one of the most one-sided title deciders ever, man.
Incredible.
It
Honestly,
was
that
so
could've-
one-sided, man.
Arsenal. I said it earlier on. 4-1 flattered them. That could have been 6
4-1.
and 7.
Haaland should have had like
Haaland
4
should have
goals, isn't it?
had a hat trick just himself. De Bruyne was unplayable tonight. I mean, he was off the chain, man.
Yeah.
Class. His first goal was a class goal. Absolutely.
At least I got my 4-1. At least I got my 4-1.
Yay.
I swear, Haaland was absolutely selling it. I don't know what this guy was on, like, but he finishes those chances every single time I see him, right?
Yeah,
And
it's
today
true.
he wasted like 4, clear-cut chances. I couldn't believe my eyes. And the worst thing is, I had him captained on my FPL, and he.
Well, he scored
I
at
mean,
the end, though. He scored at the end.
yeah, I mean, I
Yeah.
still got 30 points from him, right? Because he assisted twice and got a goal. But imagine if he got 3 or 4 goals.
You could have done.
Guys, I need you guys to put your creative juices on. Those are in the chat. 60
Oh,
minutes.
yeah.
Your creative.
Oh yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Bob's ready.
Because right now,
I don't think Bob's got any creative juice left.
No,
we got the game.
No, that's not the one.
that's
No,
not the one, man.
We got the game called Capture This, my friend. I'm like, yo, this is the perfect time to capture this. I got some hilarious ones. And how this game is played, if you guys forgotten. Anything goes. Anything goes in the chats, anything goes with the panel. You have to caption this. And if you can't, all right, we'll skip you. But I'm gonna say Danny Rose looked like someone that belongs in the YMCA group. What was the name of that group?
YMCA, Village People.
No, yeah, he's that black dude in the Village People, man. Because that get up, what the fuck is that, bro? Nah, man, that's Mark Swift says 1950 bus driver. All right, this is what I'm talking about. All right, you were supposed to make sure the guests were wearing pants before they had the balls. Yes,
I have mine on. I have my pants on.
I don't.
yes,
I
got
don't.
it. Yeah. Oh, I like Alexander. It's fun to stay at the ENIC. Okay. Okay.
Mate, this is where you're a pundit in the
I
day
think-
and a
I think-
backing dancer in the afternoon.
I think he's saying, "Yes, Lord Vader, I have spoken to Levy."
Yeah.
It's like, or he's saying, Jamie, I thought you said we were all doing Janet Jackson's Rhythm Nation.
Yeah.
What a video. I remember that one.
Oh, man.
Janet Jackson, you know.
Look what Eccleston said. Mari, you look like Amari Toure. My hairdo. That's what said that. Oh.
I have an idea, but it's a bit racist. I don't know if I should say it.
Yeah, say it, man. Say it.
Mate, for me, it looks like a Netflix adaptation of Nazi Germany.
Oh, that's racist.
Why does this shit happen when I'm on shows, man? Why is it when I'm on shows, man? You know I'm gonna get the blame, 100%.
They're going to
100%.
screen capture style, insert my voice in, and
What's your What's your inspiration? Oh, Hitler.
He's like, I know who would sort this fucking team out.
Oh my god!
Oh,
I'm finished.
stop.
Finished. Is
Yeah,
it Saturday night already?
Still writing the
Saturday night
disclaimer. Still writing the disclaimer.
Damn.
Yeah.
oh my
He
word!
looks like some for this history Nazi. Yeah, he does. He looks like a dictator.
Can I ask one question? Whose initials are there on his hat?
RB.
RB.
The only footballer I can think of is like maybe Roberto Baggio.
I think it's
I think it's the designer. The designer.
Yeah, probably the
No,
designer, right?
it's it's actually Danny Rose, but he's dyslexic, so it doesn't matter.
Oh man.
Rose Bunny.
Caption this. This should be easy. Oh man, Michael, caption this. What does he tell Sonny? Or what is Kate thinking?
honestly, like he probably walked up to him. I don't know after which goal was that photo taken, right? But like the only words that come to my mind is what the fuck. He was probably speechless after that, right? It's just he walked up to Sonny and went like, Sonny, what the fuck are we doing here? What is even that, right? That's it,
No,
right? And
no,
Sonny is like,
I
Isn't
think
he saying-
I think he's going to him. I hear Poch is going to Chelsea. You in?
Isn't he saying? Is he saying? Whoa, whoa, whoa! Is Højbjerg going for my cock?
No, I think he's saying, yo, 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 look at you. I'm fucking receding.
They say, damn,
Spurs do.
Dyer was bad, but Dyer is really bad. He's he's telling him right now. Damn, this shit's about to get ugly, Sonny. Woo! Phil Pete.
Yes, woo!
Woo! He's in the house.
I know, like, hey, Sonny, check out my receding hairline. That's
Yeah.
Do you know what's the score is, son? Don't know, lost count an hour ago, son.
Yeah.
Just like, oh god, my Twitter feed's gonna.
We're going
Oh, God,
further back
He's
than
like-
my hairline.
No, he's probably saying, "Oh fucking hell, that Brian Daigle is going to be at it again."
I think he's saying, would you, he's saying, what would you make of that halftime chat by Levy?
Yeah, Danny's right.
This club.
I mean, what do you think of Danny's clothes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen what he's wearing? Have you seen what Danny Rose is wearing?
Oh, they say, oh shit, Thursday is going to be fucking toxic.
yeah.
Isn't Kane saying we're fucking 6-1 down and you're walking around with a little hard on?
End the game, Dave.
End the game, Dave. Yeah.
Yeah, but
He's saying,
on-
you know that Hugo, he's still in the dressing room. Why don't we do that?
Yeah. Yeah.
on a serious note, boys, like, can you imagine what's going through their heads? Like,
Same
We
with-
can see it. We can see it.
That's
Nothing.
that
Nothing. It's
that
empty.
has-
Nothing's
yeah,
going
that
for
has
them.
Yeah.
always been like the worst thing for me, watching them two rot in this club surrounded by absolute jaws. I love them both, right? They are like the spirit of this team for past 7 years, right? They are the quality in that team, and they have been like, we pretty much wasted their careers, right? Plenty of you, all of you boys have said it already, right? And I'm going to repeat it. We have wasted their career pretty much, right? There is like hardly any chance that they win anything at our club. It's absolutely killing me.
No one's winning anything at this club, mate.
Yeah.
Mate, that what's there's more confusion in that than what. Fuck yeah.
Bloody hell. I reckon Dan Juma's pulled out his cock. I reckon Dan Juma has just gone and fucking done it, and they can't believe it. It's fucking it's tiny.
Is this Saturday night already?
Yeah. Danny Rose has just spotted Stell and thought, "Fuck! I hate when someone else turns up wearing the same clothes." And if you want proof, someone showed a picture. I'm on my phone. I can't show it.
Yeah, Mari, check your phone.
Do you know what? Kieran Dyer's got a look on his face as if, fucking hell, I should have dressed up for the occasion.
Yeah.
Listen, man,
Or
He's shitting himself because it's going to be his round.
they have just witnessed 11 players absolutely get gangbanged right before their eyes.
Oh yeah.
all of which was done within 20 minutes. It was all done in 20 minutes, and they just had to sit there and witness that, man. That is the look of someone who's just seen. They're reporting. They need to report that crime. They need to. I hope they reported it.
It's very apt that Danny Rose is dressed as a sailor while seeing Spurs sink to low levels, man.
Mate, he's got to be between jobs, isn't he? He's got to do that. He's got to do the punditry, and then he's got to do backing dancing. Straight after the game. So
For Janet Jackson, backing dancer.
Cheryl Cole, isn't it?
Gary Neville says, I rate Eric Dyer. Danny Rose. Oh, shit. Watch was bigger. Where's Bryce? You should have some of the best ones. All right, we got another one. Oh, actually, you shall receive. That's the look of being done red raw without the lube.
oh Lord.
And I was just asking for price.
Danny Rose has just heard someone say, Danny Rose, fuck, I had to Google your name.
Dad said, I'm going to get that, Jose. He's up there in the stands. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, man.
No, he's asking. No, he's asking the presenter. What about Inter Milan?
Barcelona. Yeah. Has Danny got back? Has Daniel got back to you?
Yeah, Danny's got back. What about,
I think Danny Rose is saying, "Damn, I thought we had these microphones to talk into them."
Next one. I just doing something. I thought it was extraordinary. I got this. Coy's Daniel. That was their reaction. Coy's Daniel. That was my reaction. Coy's Daniel.
Coy's Daniel.
That's when the real chairman of Change for Tottenham is announced.
What? It's not Steph?
No, they're all saying, "Oh shit, it's Stell."
Yeah. Did you get my picture, Stell?
I haven't checked my phone yet. It's just
Oh man, you need to check the WhatsApp.
I know. I will. I keep looking at my phone. I'm not focused.
I sent it to Iggy as well.
I think Dan Juma's pulled his cock out.
It's 60 seconds. 1 minute 28 seconds.
ST.
Oh, fuck off.
He's the. I see. Danny Rose is looking up and Still's looking down, so they're all screwing at each other. They was like, "Were you wearing my clothes?" At least he got his initials right.
This is out of order, man. This is out of order.
You know what? It's incredibly accurate, and we all know you like your hats.
Young man, there's no need to feel down. I said, young man, pick yourself off the ground. Oh,
okay.
my God.
This is
that's all the grounds we'll be visiting season after next.
Yeah.
Man
That
City.
is Tottenham away. Tottenham away.
This
City
weekend.
Can't fill this building. Man City can't fill this building.
This weekend I've been at my family's home and my brother is supporting Chelsea, right? And the first thing I said to him when we started talking about football is I'm looking forward to the playoff final between Chelsea and Tottenham in 2 seasons in the future. Like you know, I am thankful to whichever God you want to be thankful to that Chelsea are even worse this season than Tottenham is, because normally when I come home, I have to listen to this little prick boast about how great his Chelsea is, right? And we are winning Champions League. Oh, we are doing this. Oh, we are doing that. Oh, we've beat you again at your own ground. Oh, this, oh, that, right? This season it didn't happen. So I have 1 year of break. Thank God.
Next picture. Someone captured this. This is from yesterday's drubbing.
Vinicius Junior saying to the other person, "You dyslexic people can't even spell gobshite."
Having his saying, Dan Juma is not bigger than me.
Yeah.
You, what was that?
That's how big he is.
And the guy at the top's going, well, I'll let you think what he's thinking, but it's about Dan Juma again.
Yeah. That's what he's saying. He's making noises, isn't he? He's just going.
I think the Real Madrid player is saying to the other player, "Have you heard Mari say Fenerbahce?"
Yeah.
Oh, I like this one. He's just saying, "You do that one more time, I'll tell Spurs to buy you."
And then he did it 3 times more. Because this guy scored 4 goals, right? Against Real.
Yeah.
yesterday.
MLS player too. On loan. Ah, Mr. Ronaldo.
He's saying now the Queen's gone. Mari doesn't need these anymore.
I think he's saying, I got it. I got Dan Juma's cock.
Oh man. Let's go on to the next one. This one is going to be real creative.
Who's that?
Stevie walking down
Still into the changing rooms, or apparently not.
rooms. Apparently.
He's not saying anything. He's just thinking, please no one push me. Please no one push me.
Would the real Slim Shady please stand up?
Is that still dancing at the Boston? Oh, that previous picture.
Fucking hell, man.
That's Police Academy, you know?
Yeah.
Is it,
I think do you know what? I can't say anything funny when I see Levy. I just get angry.
Yeah. Let me say,
Find anything funny.
I might have to talk to the public. Fuck, I might have to talk to the fans. These dickheads. I'm telling you.
okay. It's like your executive wheelchair is here, sir.
Yeah.
No one has anything for Mr. Levy.
March, April, May.
I got 12 million. I get 5 million. I'm still here.
I think they're all sitting in a different seat, and on the seat it says, like, you get a seat number. It says Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust.
Conte saying, Conte saying, I'm the only one who doesn't need to use my hands to keep my cock warm.
I think Conte is saying, back to you, Stellini, and Stellini's saying, back to you, Mason.
Yeah.
The box office is here. No, I am not bright.
No. You better get to know.
All right, and last two.
Di saying, Romero, why are you putting your hand up my ass?
Yeah, I'm looking at his hand.
Yeah.
Hobie is saying, Dyer, it's okay. It always hurts the first time.
That's a European game, isn't it, that one?
Yeah, that was the new.
Yeah, they're all
that's
wearing all
foreign
white.
ref, isn't
Yeah, the referee saying, no, only professional footballers allowed on this pitch. Get off. Guy's like, no, I am, no. Only professional footballers.
Steven, that's a good one. Do you want to join our committee?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the best one.
Listen, you can't beat that. You can't beat that.
Mhm.
Just end the stream right there. You can't beat that.
And King is saying, I can't understand you. Are you trying to say Farabiche?
Yeah.
Do you want to join our committee?
That's a quality one, isn't it? That's claps for that one, man.
That's fucking genius.
That was a good one, Steven. That was a good one.
Do you want to join our committee? In your fucking committee.
Sounds like Gary Glitter.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my gang. It's my gang. Sorry,
Gang.
Yeah, sorry.
Do you want to be in my gang?
My committee. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No.
Both of them all.
Oh, mate, it's too much. It's too much. We're such a joke.
Yeah. What happened? Just get everyone laughing. The whole Coins Daniel. Did you guys get that? No. Was it
Someone
just
said
me?
on someone said on our stream the other day, it was like, "Come on, you sponsors."
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a Monday night, wasn't it? Oh my god.
Yeah. No, that's good. Oh man. I told you I was gonna go off with a bang. Since you guys like talking about Mr. Dan Juma, you know what? Yes,
Dan Huma.
Dan Huma? Dan Juma?
Who's got the keys to my beamer?
I don't think it's talking about the podcast. So. All right. The Bob Spur question of the night. Who would you prefer to date your daughter? And I'm going to start with the middle question. Who would you prefer to date your daughter? Danjuma or Emerson Royale? We will start with Stelios because I think Michael went away for a second.
I would go with Emerson Royale because he can't attack.
Your daughter is safe. That is true. That is true. JP, if you had a daughter,
Which I have.
Yep. Which nice gentleman would you want your daughter to date? Dan Juma or Emerson Royale?
Well, let's go with Emerson because he would just no look past her.
Okay. That's got some good ones. Wow.
No look, shag.
Oh
dear.
I'd say Emerson because although he's a bit shit with his abilities as being a professional footballer, he does seem like a lovely man. Plus, the crime rate in Brazil is really high, so I can get him shot for even looking at my daughter.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a
Get
good
away
one.
with it. Get away with it.
Bryce says Emerson, his crosses never hit the target, so imagine him trying to shoot his shot with his daughter. Oh,
Bryce.
That's a good
Well, I
Bryce.
suppose I suppose one thing, he'll only go up to halfway, and then he won't know what to do when he gets to the other half.
Yeah.
Oh,
And his shit at dribbling.
Ellie said, I'm most qualified because, yes, she does have 3 daughters. Then Juma, because his hot ass is warming the bench. Yes, his hot ass and his hot cock is warming on the bench. Apparently.
No need.
His hot cock.
His hot cock. Yeah.
Brilliant.
That came out wrong. Now that I think about it. Yeah. Emerson's joined Real Madrid, so there goes my sweetheart.
Oh my god, have you ever heard of anything so stupid in all your life?
Off to Madrid. And Mark Swift says, yes, hot cock. Yeah. Slot with a nice
I think he's just calling your nickname.
Darius, yeah, I know. Fucking hell. Tonight, there's no filter. There's most definitely Emerson, because he would get on with his Joker dad. I would go with man, this is a tough one. I would probably go with Emerson because his crosses always fail, and so he will fail with my daughter. So I wouldn't have to worry.
There you go.
My cock warming on the bench. All right, let's go to the first option. Who would you prefer to date your daughter? This should be interesting. Michael, are you back? No.
I'd go with Richarlison purely and simply because obviously we've spoken via Twitter. He has tweeted me. He does seem like a happy-go-lucky kind of guy. Most importantly, the crime rate in Brazil is really high, so I could get him shot in Brazil for looking at my daughter.
Okay. So, Richarlison or Eric?
Richarlison, because he can't score.
Yes, I knew it. I knew someone was going to say that. He can't score.
Obvious that one, isn't it? Right? No. Okay, I'd go with Eric Dyer because all he'd want to do is to get her to join his committee.
Yeah.
JP?
I would not go Eric Dyer because he'd want to diarrhea.
What?
He'd want to do a diarrhea.
JP, that is horrific. That is absolutely a horrendous pun.
He also likes to tackle from behind.
Yeah.
Whoa, Ellie, Richie, because he's a Brazilian nut tasty.
This is basically becoming an OnlyFans channel now.
Oh my goodness! Oh, I knew Ellie had a little freak in her.
She likes Brazil nuts.
Diarrhea.
Brazil nuts.
Diarrhea.
Oh, bye. Talk about another someone. Okay, Bryce says, oh man, Ellie, I love you. That's a tough one because Richarlison has no goals in life, but Dyer speaks 1,000 languages, so he can be saying anything to your daughter and you wouldn't know. I love Bryce.
No goals in life.
Goals in life.
That's brutal. That's fucking brutal.
Ellie with this one. This is X-rated. This one's X-rated. He's a Brazilian.
Brazilian nut tasty. Fucking hell.
Oh,
Do you know what?
man.
It's just put me off the nuts I've been eating some nuts. It's just put me off.
Oh, Daniel Dyer, because he's always backing off.
That's the one. That's the one.
That's the one.
That's the one.
Oh man, Mark Smith
That's
says.
the
Oliver says, Richie, the guy's a melt. Wouldn't take much to pressure him. Oh, you guys are getting some good ones. No trophies, please. Only managers with throwing passes, please. Oliver says, Dyer, no way. I'm having a grandchild with that size. That's my daughter's move.
Oh, that's fucking deep, man. That's fucking deep. That's pretty graphical. That's quite graphical, that one.
Oh, man. Brian says, if your daughter went to Richie's, there could be 2 Brazilians. Actually, that is true. That is true. Hey, Michael came just in time. If you had
Oh, yeah.
Dun, dun, dun. He's got a smile on his face.
daughter, Michael.
Who
Mari,
would you prefer to date your daughter? Oh Lord.
No, Lord isn't one of them.
What do you mean? Lord Dyer is on the screen, right? I think probably Dyer. I guess. It's hard for me. I don't have kids, guys, so it's hard for me to relate, right? But...
You gonna say something, Stel?
yeah, it's almost 12 o'clock. I got to go, man. I've got to.
Yeah, I got work in 4 hours as well, man.
I was about to end it. This was the last segment. I was gonna end off with the Bob Spurs.
No, cool. I can wait 5 minutes. I can
Okay,
do 5
fine.
minutes, no problem.
Yeah. This is the last one. Tricky one here. Kulu playing like shit, or the young African, Mr. Sarr.
I'd go with
Pape
Sarr. Yeah. I'll go with purely and simply. He's young, he's innocent. You could teach him manners. You could teach him how to treat your daughter. Plus, the crime rate in Africa is really high, so I can get him shot for just looking at my daughter.
JP.
I'd go Decky, man. While Papa Sarr, he looks so sweet and innocent there, but I bet he's a dog.
Pull out that
He's got the dog in him.
No, I'd pick Pape Sarr because he only lasts 20 minutes.
Oh, it lasted 20 minutes.
Oh man.
Michael.
Yeah. Kulusevski has some Macedonian, I think, roots, right? So he's Slav. So just I will pick my Slav brother, but nothing against Papa Sarr. It might as well be him. Right?
Michael, it's not you that's going to shag him. Yeah, you know that.
Well, I have to talk to the guy, right?
Oh, fair enough. Okay.
Not during.
That would be really fucking weird. That would be really fucking weird.
Yeah.
This is an easy choice because I'll tell my daughter, no, you're gonna have someone who's also failing to score, Kulu, and I don't want you anywhere near BBCs yet. So no. I've heard about those African dicks. No BBCs. Yeah. So yeah, Kulu. We'll go with Kulu. We'll go with the ginger. Kulu's because gingers struggle to get a shag at the best of times. I feel I'll be helping out the cause. Now Kulu couldn't deal with the ginger grandkids. All right, I am going to send off, but before I send off, where can everybody find? Well, most of everybody, but Michael, where can everybody find you?
So I don't have a channel of my own, right? So you can find me on all the other channels. I tend to creep out wherever I can. Tottenham away, even some channels that aren't like associated with Tottenham away. I try to gather all different opinions, voice my opinions everywhere I can, right? I'm doing a kuva basically. Someone at the beginning of the show said it, right? I'm doing a kuva, appearing wherever I can, right? So yeah, you can find me on the many different channels. I don't have my own. Maybe in the future I will, but for now, I'm just a guest.
And quickly, give me a score tomorrow's game.
Narrow 2-1. I don't think it will be 2-1 United, of course. I don't think it will be as bad as everyone thinks it will, because United aren't at the best form. But yeah, narrow 2-1 in my opinion. Kane scores, of course. Who else?
Yeah.
Of course. I'm gonna go to Bob. Bob, where can everybody find you? And just get a score for tomorrow.
Yeah, first of all, man, big up Wicked Channel. We've been right there. Been there from the off, haven't we? Fucking white hats, relationship advice, chat up lines. We've done it all, man.
Pornhub.
We've been through how many? About 4 girlfriends we've got to know by this stream. Your infatuation with your weird fetish for the Queen. God bless her soul. So we've covered it all, man. It's been a journey. So, but you're going on to bigger and better things. I'd like to say better looking people, but yeah, big up, man. Well deserved. 7:30, 7:45 in the morning for my breakfast brew every morning with Kuva, plus whoever wants to jump on, and then in the wall every other Saturday. Which this Saturday I'm off. And then, Thursday or Friday nights, got Cinecoms talking about movies. And we are talking about the 80s/90s best ever action heroes, characters, i.e. John McClane, Indiana Jones, etc., etc.
Oh, okay.
That was really good last week. I enjoyed that, Bob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. No, that's going to be good. Oh.
But it's all about protest tomorrow, man. Be there.
Yep, definitely. It's all about the protest. First Love Lounge, how loaded everyone got. It was a legendary. Yeah, it was. It was. Everybody had to drink that day. Yeah. Big up Scott. Scott has the award. Man, that's where I met Scott. He got the Play Award. Yeah. Yeah. Big up Scott. Been there since day one. Day one. Big up, brother. Since day one. It's my boy. And then we have Stel and JP, my Tottenham away brothers.
Yeah, so I'm sure Stella say as well. I'll be you can find me at outside the Spurs shop tomorrow.
Yay, see you there.
Shouting as loud as possible, and inside the ground, shouting as loud as possible. But nice one, Mauro. I'm Maori. It's I've had a Fenerbahce moment there.
Yeah, fan Maori.
I've totally enjoyed. I've totally enjoyed watching all the love lounges. They've been excellent, and welcome to our family.
Yeah, man.
Thank you, man. Score?
2-0 Man United.
Oh yeah, me 4-1 Spurs.
4-1 Spurs. Yes.
The classic.
Classic. 4-1. Stel.
Yes, sorry. Do you know what? I've just been cussing Arsenal fans for the last 5 minutes. I need to get off my phone. I've battered them. Anyway, I think tomorrow we will. Do you know what, man? I'm so torn because just when you need Spurs to lose so that you can get what you want long term, Levy always finds a fucking. This guy's got like a black belt in survival, man. He's a black belt in survival. He's like made of Teflon. Do you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if we get a win, but I don't want to win. As a Spurs fan, I do, but I want Levy gone. Yeah. So winning doesn't help.
Just really quickly, did you guys see on Twitter like they had Mason's like interview, and
Yeah, and it's all
underneath
leave you
like
out, leave you out, leave you out.
every single
leave you out,
reply,
yeah.
Every
reply
single
was that picture.
every
Ah,
single
JP,
post
that was
is
that was
no matter
quality.
what they post about. Every single one is just
That
leave you out, leave you out, leave you
That
out,
that
leave you
they
out.
picture.
can't ignore that. They can't ignore
Yeah.
that. I
Well,
know
no.
there's this myth about how a few tweets and YouTube videos don't are irrelevant. Tell you what, when it's this severe, it's hard to ignore, man.
That was
It's hard to
incessant,
ignore.
wasn't it? It was just bang,
Yeah,
bang, bang, bang,
yeah,
bang. I was flicking
Dude.
fast, and they were just
yeah.
Let me tell you what's happening, right? I've been a chairman of a league before. Okay, it's not professional, nothing, but it's the same constitutions. It's the same. There's the same rules that apply, just more complicated at a high level, right? This is what's happening. All of this is being picked up on by all the board members, and there'll be people on the board having private chat saying this isn't good. This isn't a good look.
Mm.
And there's people on that board that are going to be ambitious. There's people on that board that want to do things in their lives. And if they feel that this might impact it, or if they feel that this might be an opportunity for them to progress themselves, I guarantee you there's going to be unrest in the boardroom. Now, whether it becomes unrest amongst themselves when they're all together, I don't know. But there's always politics in every company. And I guarantee you there'll be sections of the board that'll be working at things for their own agendas. What the owner does, this is what I've been saying all along. You've got to make his position untenable. I always said that. The more unrest, the more pressure, he will break. He won't be able to handle constant. Imagine waking up every day thinking, I don't want to go to work. I fucking don't want to be there. It's sad because you're mentally breaking someone down, and that's not what anyone wants to do. But he doesn't listen. He doesn't pay attention and respond accordingly. He gives every impression that he doesn't give a fuck. So I just feel like there's definitely going to be unrest at a higher level, and the players, the coaching team, they will sense it, they will feel it, and they will know. So I this is why I don't want to win tomorrow, because I want that to continue, because that's the only way this is going to work. But I don't know, man. They've got no Martinez and Varane at the back, yet they just about coped against Brighton. Not having Bruno Fernandes is big because they don't do well without him.
Yeah.
So
he always performs against us, Fernandes.
But Eriksen is back. Yeah.
I think tomorrow's game is going to be decided on which defense fucks up the most. Will Maguire and Lindelof be able to deal with Son and Kane? Will Dyer and whoever else at the back deal with Rashford and Anthony? I don't know, man. It really is going to come down to who takes their chances. I know it sounds cliche, but I don't think it's going to be a thumping. I think it's going to be 2-1, but I don't know who. I think one team will win it. I don't know.
Are we going to see a
I can't predict this one.
Are we going to see a miraculous recovery by Lloris as well tomorrow, stuff?
Listen, if we do, he needs to be removed from the club immediately, man.
Yeah.
If we do, he need, as much as listen, I'm a fan of Lloris's, but if you cannot have your captain refusing to come out, but then again, we don't know if he was told not to come out. We don't know if they said no, you're not playing.
Kind of don't know the full story, really.
Look, there's going to be a watch along on Tottenham away tomorrow. Go watch the watch along. Iggy's running it at 8 p.m. I'm going to be at the game with JP and hundreds of other YouTubers and podcasters. We're going to be at the protest. We'll be having content. If it kicks off, we'll be there. If it doesn't, I'll be there trying to kick it off. So,
still, because I missed the beginning of the fan show, and I think you've linked. Is there like some sort of a live stream from the protest or something, right?
I think Eugene is trying to do a live. I think Eugene on Spurs Wages is trying to do a live.
Can do a live one.
Protest cam. I don't know how he's going to do it or what he's got planned, but I know he's trying to do something. So, yeah, man, go check out Eugene. see what he's doing. Support Eugene anyway. He proper supports from like I don't know if we've got any other channels out in Asia that support Spurs. Enoch out movement, Levy out.
Elias, right?
Elias, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, listen, Eugene's OG though. Eugene's an OG, original. So yeah, that's it, man. That's it. And then we've got our Friday show where we'll discuss what happened and then look at the amazing trip to Anfield, where I 100% know we're getting spanked. That one I can tell you now. We lose or draw tomorrow, we are getting torn apart at Anfield. 100%. No doubt.
Yeah.
Mo Salah's going to have
it's Newcastle all over again.
Yeah, it's going to be ugly at Anfield.
I just want to thank everybody. I think the score is going to probably be 2-0 United. Could be 2-1. But yeah, definitely the Liverpool game. I think it's going to be kind of brutal. I just want to thank everybody support who I have on the panel. I just thank you guys for coming on. I know a lot of people couldn't make it, but they sent some love. Bob, thank you from day one.
Good, man.
A cheerleader for me, and will continue to be a cheerleader for me and what I'm doing. And Stell has been a huge support, and just real happy to be going into Tottenham away family, and it's just diverse opinions and content and fun. Get the channel
Can't
back.
wait, Murray, man. Murray, listen, can't wait, bro. Can't wait, honestly.
Yeah,
man.
Fun, man.
Looking forward to it.
10K, 20K, 30K, 100K, 1K. No. We'll get to a K, huge
Easy.
K number. We'll get. No racism here. Just funny ones, but no, no, we'll get the numbers back going. Because the people believe in us, they believe in the truth. Even if they disagree with us, they come watching anyway. And so I'm really, really excited and easier for me to make do content. And so without not the stress, but just running a channel by myself. So yeah, man. Big up to Tommy. Actually, Tommy helped me started streaming. I appeared on his show first, and so big up to him. And so yeah, I'm excited, and yeah, that's it.
Well done, man. Well done. Onwards and upwards.
Big up, Murray.
Big up, man.
All right, guys, we are out.
Big up.
Big up.